Imelda is known in history not only for being the first lady of Ferdinand Marcos, but she's also known for having one of the biggest shoe collections of any first lady in the entire world. I looked it up and I think that they were saying that she had over 3,000 pairs of shoes. And I'm not just talking about any type of shoe. I'm talking about like designer shoes. Mabuhay and welcome back to the channel. Hey! Mabuhay and welcome back to the channel. It is a very hot day here in Manila, but I'm not staying in Manila today. I am going to Marikina, which is the shoe capital of Manila. I just got really close. I'm on my way to get some coffee because I need it. Beat jet lag in the butt. Alright, I got my coffee. This is Tess Habit. I didn't go into the whole, Tess thing. But anyways, Marikina, here we go.
Now, where are we going?
Marikina.
Where in Marikina?
Shoe Museum.
Oh.
Do you know where that is?
Sort of.
Well, Google knows where it is.
Yeah.
Here we are in Marikina! We made it! Yay! This right behind me is the Marikina Shoe Museum. Let's go ahead and check it out.
I'm the head of the Marikina Tourism, Culture and the Arts Office.
You represent the mayor, essentially.
They would always ask me to represent them.
I have a YouTube series where I did an episode talking about Madame Imelda Marcos.
Yeah.
In that episode, I made the comment that she's well known for her big shoe collection. I said offhand, because this is what I was taught, is that all of her shoes are designer, they're beautiful.
Designer shoes, yeah.
They're from all over the world. They're mostly from Europe. And so I said, she has all of these designer shoes. I had so many comments from Filipinos in the Philippines who were like, not designer shoes, all from Europe. Many of them were made from Marikina, and many of them were gifted to her from the shoemakers here. And so I said, I'm sorry that I made that mistake. Now I have to go to the museum to see for myself exactly what this place is about.
Aside from the First Lady's shoes, the intention of the museum was to highlight and showcase the Marikina-made shoes, and also the former shoes worn by the past presidents, by president, senators, political figures, popular personalities, sports people, celebrities, philanthropists.
What is the history? What makes this place so special when it comes to shoemaking?
The history of shoemaking goes back way back in the 1800s. Marikina during the 1700s and the 1800s was the biggest hacienda in the entire Philippines. In 1887, this house used to belong to Doña Teresa de la Pastuason. The shoes that he bought from England, he said, I needed to fix these shoes, but I don't want to go to Manila. I think I just dismantle the shoes and see how we assemble it, and maybe teach the farmers, the Mariqueños, how to make shoes so they would have another way to earn a living. After a series of attempts, so he succeeded together with his friends, and then he said, okay, let's try to make these shoes. And then they were so elated, they became successful. He said that let's teach us to the Mariqueños. After several months of waiting before the harvest, they could do something else. That's why he said he loves the Mariqueños so much. He wanted them to earn another way. So they said, oh, let's teach them. Started to sell the shoes in Manila. The Spanish soldiers were supposed to have their shoes delivered from Spain. But something happened. They would have no shoes to wear. And then some of the Spanish authorities asked, where else can we have shoes? Who makes shoes? And then it so happened that the people in Manila said, I think the Mariqueños,
Yeah.
they make shoes. That's how it all started. During the heydays of the shoe industry, they sell shoes or they exported
Mhm.
Marikina made shoes in the US,
Mhm.
I believe in Australia, even in England, in China,
Yeah.
all over, all over. During the heyday of the shoe industry, it was in the, I think, late 50s, the 60s, 70s until the 80s and early 90s. But the golden years was really during the time of Imelda Marcos, Mrs.
Yeah.
Imelda Marcos, the first lady of the Philippines.
Yes. I'm not supposed to film up here. These are her shoes. That's her dress. More shoes. More shoes.
Because the former mayor, Asmodin de Guzman,
Uh-huh.
who was mayor of Marikina, was very close to the first lady.
Okay.
And First Lady Imelda Marcos would always visit the Philippines, and then she would ask about, I love to see the shoes in the year 2000 or 2001 when
Ah.
they borrowed from Malacanang. I think they were able to get a total of 700 pairs of shoes
Yeah.
to be brought here.
Yeah.
And it was Mrs. Marcos who inaugurated the Shoe Museum.
So was it her idea? Whose idea was it to bring her shoes?
Former Mayor Bayani Fernando. Mayor Bayani Fernando thought that maybe because during that time, during the golden years of the Marikina shoe industry, the First Lady had a contribution and promoted shoes of Marikina. So he said, why don't we make this into a shoe museum? We started to reconstruct it, renovate it. And he thought, why don't we just, write Malacanang Palace and then borrow some of the pairs of shoes and then we display it here in the museum. That's how it started.
Yeah.
And according to the son of the first shoemakers in the Philippines, I think the brand was Gemelli Shoes. Their factory alone, their brand alone, were able to gift Mrs. Marcos close to 10,000 pair of shoes.
She had over 3,000 pairs of shoes.
Of all colors and for all designs.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So I said, is it really true? Is that really true?
Uh-huh.
I said, yes, I was witness. My dad was giving Mrs. Marcos these shoes because she loved shoes. According to Mayor Munding, I think I was just grade school. He would come to the house and then tell stories about Mrs. Marcos visiting the city hall
Yeah.
and then going here. So happened that some of these shoemakers during that time would also come visit our house and then tell stories that we gave Mrs. Marcos this pair of shoes. We gave like these hundreds of pairs of shoes. She loves color like this, color like that. People would ask, those shoes are really nice. Those are lovely.
Yeah.
So she said, it came from Marikina, the shoemaking capital of the Philippines. The shoe industry started from the silong of houses.
Yeah.
And then a number of shoemakers still retain that because I was able to talk to these people who make them. That was made here in our factory. We made them. So how are we able to do this? When it's made in Marikina, it's really strong. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's handcrafted.
Yeah.
We really take care of our work. If the Italians have their own way of making shoes, if the French have their own way of making shoes, here in Marikina, we also have our own way. Distinct, different, but with love and care. That's
Yeah.
how we make them. That's why people from this big brand ask us to, could you please make this for us? Could you please design this? I think that's the way that it's going on now.
I see.
Am I revealing too much? One thing also that I found very interesting, every time that we would have especially foreigners,
Yeah.
we would take them to big factories.
Yes.
The shoemakers
Yeah.
in here in Marikina,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
they would say, okay, it's all right, yeah. But when we would take them to this really old house,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
then they find that really.
they said, we love this place. But it smells like, it smells adhesive. There's a lot of
Yeah.
scattered pieces of leather
Yeah.
and shoe tags. And, that's what we came here for. We want authentic, we want to experience this.
Mm.
I said, really?
So can we go?
Yeah,
Really?
of course.
Right now?
Now? To
Yeah.
this interview?
Yeah, like right now. Okay.
All right,
Yeah, let's
let's
go.
go.
Ay, ikaw po na. Buong naka-vlog yata tayo.
Naka-vlog ako!
asawa ko. Anong ginagawa mo dyan?